What's going on, y'all? This is Cruz with Cruise Control Radio, and we are here at the beautiful home location helping our music evolve. And listen, today we got two special guests. We seen them going crazy at the Sky Deck performance, rapping fast, and then, you know, my man's with the bun was jumping around, going crazy. Hey, Swayze, this is our first time having a co-host on here. This is my guy, Swayze.
What up, yo? What up?
And today, who we got here with us?
We got Idealists and RT3, and together they are
The Realists.
The Realists.
The realest motherfuckers in the game.
That's right.
Listen, so first I want to know, what's your nationality?
I'm Mexican Latino.
Like, he's Mexican too.
Just white, man.
That's
just like this jacket, just like this hoodie.
That's hard. So what made y'all like, how did y'all meet each other? Are y'all like, you know, y'all grew up together? How did this happen?
Well, so, I mean, I'm originally from Houston, Texas. I was born and raised there for, was there till I was about like 14, 15 years old. Moved up here because moms had way better opportunity in life up here.
For sure.
And really got connected with my homie Evan through some concerts we met at, hung out a lot. You know, told him I was like, I want to be a rapper. Never really did anything with it. Kind of pushed me a little bit to do it. And then he was actually working with RT3, and he played a track of his, and I liked the beat. And I was like, hey, yo, cut his vocals. And I just freestyled over it. And he was sent it to him, and he goes, I got to meet him. And clicked since then. So.
And so were you already living in Nashville?
So I was living in Murfreesboro.
Okay, that's where I live.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Murfreesboro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Murfreesboro.
Yeah, that's where that's where I was born and raised. So I met Evan around that time. We did an open mic together and shit. And it was.
And this is Evan over here?
It is Evan. Yep.
Shout out Evan in the building, connecting motherfuckers together.
Okay.
And the Realist, bro. I swear he good at it. He good.
That's
He can
dope.
do everything.
That's what's up.
So when y'all together, right? Do y'all make solo albums, or are y'all focusing on being a duo?
We got solo projects. It's just as a duo. A lot of people keep telling us, y'all just sound great together. You know, we've been hearing that our entire career is just, man, y'all sound good together. Y'all sound good together. So he's like, you know what? Let's just focus on this, you know. And, you know, the solo stuff can come a little later, and, you know, it could come out even in an album where, like, you know, hey, it's a Realist album, but Idealist has a track on there. RT3's got a track on there, you know, something like that.
That's dope.
Yeah, I mean, we could tear a beat up together or individually.
Yeah.
It don't matter what we do. No
So
matter what
how did you start rapping? You're in Murfreesboro, and like when did the bug bite you?
Man, so long story short, I was in a relationship, and when I got out of that relationship, I had no idea what I want to do with my life. I had some family in Illinois that took me in and said, you ain't got to pay for no bills, no rent, no nothing. Just come up here and get your head right. Went up there for about 2 months, came back. I lived with my uncle out in Tullahoma.
Okay.
And we were just sitting having a conversation one day. And he was like, well, what do you want to do? I was like, I honestly want to do music. He's like, why not? I was like, I guess you're right. And then he was like, all right. The next day, we went up to Franklin, Tennessee. It's this music shop. And he was like, you know, you got enough money to try to get what you can get. And we got everything we needed to do music at that very point in time. And from there I started, and I met Evan. And then just been focused, dude. Just been studying and learning and shit.
And how long has that been? Was that like within the last, like, how many years you've been doing this?
I technically started in like 2020 or so. So I've only really been doing this for like 3 to 4 years.
Dope.
But we've only been doing this shit together for, I don't know, like, what, a year and a half? Yeah.
And is that how long y'all knew each other?
Nah, we've known each other about maybe three or 4 years now. About 3 years, actually.
Yeah, well, originally when I was doing my stuff by myself, I did this project called the Borough Bash, which it was 6 remixes with 6 artists locally in Murfreesboro. And I said, I want to get all of us together because I know we can do this. So I did a verse for every song, and then I had somebody else. Like I had him hop on one, Evan hop on one, and 4 other people hop on different tracks. And I got him to jump on Mask Off with me from Future.
Yeah.
And we ate that beat up.
And that's when y'all was like, okay, like.
Yeah, well, we did that, and then
we did. Yeah, I was about to say, it's got to be that YouTube project we did. It's called High Token. I don't know if y'all know the rapper Token.
Yeah.
That white kid, he good as hell. But he kept doing all this stuff on YouTube, like Hi J. Cole and Hi Drake, and took their popular beats and remixed them and did his own thing on it. And so we're like, bro, what if we did that but to his stuff? You know, like what if we took his songs and was just like, yo, let's make it our own a little bit. And so we did that, and I think we ended up with like 6,000 views on that, and like almost every comment was, y'all sound great together. Like I love when y'all do this back and forth stuff, and that kind of just got into our style and was like, hey, we could do that for sure, like easy.
No, and that's literally like why I was like, yo, we gotta like learn more about these guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah,
Literally.
So basically, right now, what we do here at this show is we highlight, you know, people in the Nashville, Middle Tennessee area. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much talent out here that people don't really like notice, and they act like there's not a scene. So what's y'all's experience with the hip hop scene in Nashville, Murfreesboro, like to where is it like supportive? How do you feel like the vibe is here?
I mean, you want us to be honest here? You want us to?
Yeah, we're only
always
honest.
Well, some people don't like it whenever we, we actually act our name out. We're the realists. That's what we are. We talk about realistic stuff. So, I mean, we've had plenty of experiences with the hip hop scene. We've had, not to name any names, but we've had people try to, change our image, try to change the way that we do things creatively, and just wasn't working for us, And that's one of those things. I mean, we had an opportunity a while back of doing this contest, and it was like, oh, well, you guys can come. It was a contest to go into another contest to try to perform in front of, like, labels. And we went to the first contest, and said person that told us to try to change creatively was at this event as a judge. And he was like, I don't know. It was like after having that conversation with him, then this contest popped up, and then we didn't move on to the next round. It was really weird. And the only way that we moved to the next round was this DJ. This DJ helped us move along.
So you feel like he kind of swayed the...
Yeah, I mean, obviously we can't prove it.
Yeah.
I mean, but I mean, at the same point, shout out Platinum Entertainment. I mean, he rocks with us still to this day. Wanted us to do a lot of stuff with him and, all of his productions and all of his shows. And, he really supported us from the jump. Yeah. But, we moved around and started doing different shows at different areas, try to, because you're not going to get really big if you just stay at one spot. You got to move, man. You got to grow. Growth is the number one thing in this business that people mistake for, easy. Yeah. But so we moved around, did shows in East Nashville at the Burkay House. Shout out Burkay.
Oh, they lit.
Have y'all been to one of those?
Virtues performed there. And that was the most craziest shit I've ever seen. Yeah, bro. They turned their house into a venue.
Yeah. And,
it's insane.
That's some Nashville shit, though.
Yeah, hey, shout out Cowboy Killer, bro.
Nashville turned the house.
I hope you watch this, bro. Cowboy, you the realist for that one.
Nashville turned the house on anything.
Yeah, the homie Cowboy, it's actually his house, bro.
Yeah, no,
he
Cowboy
does it every month, man.
He's doing his thing,
bro.
too.
Yeah, he's actually signed to Yellow Wolf's American, so he's a hands down great dude just to even talk to and hang out with. Yep. But musically, the man is a fucking genius, man.
Yeah, if y'all ever get the chance
once he's
to
strapped in, he's strapped in.
You haven't met him yet?
No, I mean, I've met him.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I was gonna say, if y'all can get the chance to see him perform.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen him perform, but I've met him. Like I was in the studio with him, chopping it up. But he's been busy, so I've been trying to get him on here. But he's I think he's just coming back from tour.
Yeah, he's actually taking some off time in Ohio, where he's from.
Oh, dope. Okay,
okay.
Yeah, he's a big homie, bro. I love him to death. He's a good guy, man. He's fucking wild on the stage. Though.
Yeah, I see videos on Instagram.
He's wild on the mic.
And I feel like y'all have that energy too with crowd engagement. Yeah. Because I don't know if y'all were the first or one of the first to perform that night that I was there.
Yeah, the first.
You were the first. Okay, yeah, because they were calling someone else, but they weren't there, and then y'all went up and kind of set the tone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of people say, A. West especially. Yeah. He said, man, I hate going up after y'all. It's, like, it's hard to follow y'all up. So, and we did that at just like a little venue out in Murfreesboro at this place called Emerald Heart. Okay. It was just a little bitty venue, and A. West had to go up after us. And all his people were there, so it was funny how he said that. But everybody was rocking with him too, and he's a cool dude.
Yeah, it was as cool as hell.
Yeah, but I mean, we can get the crowd moving for sure. I mean, no matter what. I mean,
that's number one too. Is just, bro, when you on stage, man, you an entertainer.
Yeah.
At that moment, bro, people don't want to give a fuck about their daily lives, they 9-to-5 jobs, they baby mamas, they kids. They want to be released from life for a minute, bro. Take them away from the bullshit, man. Just perform for them, entertain them, keep their capture for just a little bit, make them realize, oh shit, life ain't that hard. And it's a lot easier when you hear people talking about how life's hard and how you've got to move over mountains to just get to where you want to be in life, you know? So that's why I like our music, is just because we don't want to rap about like, oh, I'm not going to sit here and rap about having designer shit when the only thing I got on is Nike. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
I ain't gonna rap about driving a foreign. I drive a Ford. You know what I'm saying? Like come on now. But like I rap about real stuff, man. South Central Houston is where I'm born and raised. Born right there in the hood. I seen a lot of shit happen. Seen a lot of things go down. Yeah. And so I'm gonna keep it real with people. But so
random question. I see the tattoo right there on your your other hand. I see. Yeah, I saw the real music for sure. But right there on your, is that Aquarian?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at me right here too.
Yeah.
Mine's fading out, but
yeah.
When's your birthday?
The 3rd, February 3rd.
Get the fuck out of here. That's my birthday.
Hey,
February 3rd?
Twin.
Yes.
Twin.
I see. I knew I had to ask. I was in Aquarian. I was like,
where have you been? What'd she say? Twin.
oh God, Twinsies.
What the
But
fuck?
actually, in my family, we 4 generations of Aquarius.
Wow.
So my grandmother is born in middle February. My mom is February 16th. I'm February 3rd, and my son is February 1st.
Wow.
So yeah.
I'm February 25th, but I'm on the
You
Pisces.
passed. You on that Pisces, bro.
Oh God.
Yeah, I was supposed to be born in April, bro. I was an 8-week preemie for sure.
Oh
Damn,
damn.
that's crazy.
I ain't even supposed to be alive according to doctors, but
I was about to say, yeah, that's super early, but that's dope though.
Yeah, I was an emergency C-section, you know, a lot of complications and shit, you know.
Yeah.
So when I was born, they was like telling my mom, oh, he ain't gonna make it. Like, don't put hope into it. And
Really?
so my mom looked at him and was like, man, fuck you. He's a fighter. You gonna see this shit. And so I've been a fighter my entire life ever since that day.
That's lit. That's a dope ass testimony, bro.
So coming from Houston to Nashville, how'd you get over here? Oh, you said it. You said you got an opportunity.
My mom had a job that moved her up here, and she was making like $40,000 a year, you know, scraping by, 3 kids, you know, barely had enough money for anything. Yeah. And then when we moved up here, she ended up making like $80,000 a year, like off the grip. And I was like, oh, really? Damn, okay, I feel you now. I see why you want to move. Right. You know, and I got that even at a young age. I wasn't like, you know, all pissed off and shit. No, I was like, you know what? I'd like to start a new life and try to find something that I want to do type stuff. So, but, you know, I still miss home. Don't get it twisted. I still got family way out there. I still got blood brothers and shit that live out there. So, you know, I still go back from time to time just to visit my family. But, you know, being from Houston, I don't want to raise my kids in Houston. There's a lot of shit that you could get tied up into or, you know, just get affiliated with just because you are hanging around the wrong people. Really? And so I want to show my kids that you don't have to be a part of that life. You don't have to do that type of stuff to think you're cool or because of those hardships. You know, I want them to grow up and understand that life is full of opportunities. You got to grasp the ones you want.
Would you say it's still like that? Like, because I've known from the outside looking in, I've seen a lot of like development, kind of like how Murphy's Bros changed a lot lately. There's a lot of gentrification, like for like a better word, just what it is. So do you think like even after that phase that Houston still kind of has those issues?
Oh, bro, come on now. You ain't listening to Houston music? Come on now.
Nah, that's what I'm asking.
All right, put you on game. You ain't heard of That Makes No T? That man popping
I was about to say,
now.
you kind of sound like
bro, everybody says that. I look like him. I sound like I'm just a fat Mexican. That's all it is, bro. We all look alike apparently because like,
I'm out of touch.
Yeah, he raps like.
But nah, he good as hell, bro. He got famous off of TikTok for that Johnny Dang song, and he was rapping with Paul Wall, you know, brought Paul Wall back in the game just to, you know, do some OG type shit.
And his flow is different. Like he'll roll his tongue on every word. Like
like bro, you don't hard. In Spanish language you roll your R's. Yeah. I didn't know there was an R in Cadillac. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, come on now.
He rolls that shit on everything.
He rolls everything. But you know, he speaks about like real shit out there in Houston, and you know, even Big X a plug. He's not from Houston, but he's a Dallas rapper, and you know that's still the same thing, man. You know, Texas is Texas. It's big as fuck. Yeah. You know, people don't understand. Like when I moved out here, I didn't know you could travel 3 hours and be out the state, you know. In Houston, you could travel 3 hours and still be somewhere in Texas. Right. Like you could travel 8 hours and still be in Texas. So it's different. Crazy. But yeah, it's cool though. Like I kind of like Tennessee a little bit more just because there's a lot of growth opportunity, and you know, I like Nashville alone just because it's music city. It's not country music city. That's where the problem with most tourists and everything like that is they're like, oh, this is where you go for country. No, this is where you go for music, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody comes here for music, man. Literally. Like, look at NF, for example. That's what this tattoo is for. You know, he's from Michigan. Homie lives in Nashville. He works in Nashville.
He lives in Nashville?
Yeah. He says it in one of his songs, moved out to Nashville.
What the
So,
fuck?
yeah,
You know
bro.
who that is?
No.
NF, he's a white rapper. He's the
Yeah.
bro, he's
fucking
fire.
He's a Christian rapper.
yeah,
He's
right.
not a Christian rapper, but he's a Christian rapper.
He actually filmed one of his music videos. Where was that at? It's in Nashville.
Yeah, off of 8th Ave.
Was it Fat Mo's?
Yeah, Fat Mo's
Yeah.
over there off of
Right.
8th Ave. Yeah,
Sure did.
The
Yeah.
fuck?
close
One of
to
his
Belmont.
I remember he was performing out here, and I DM'd him. I was like, "Hey, when you out here, you know, you hop on the show." He ain't see my message.
Oh God.
Bro, I hear he's a very antisocial person, like for sure.
Yeah.
So like,
Most artists are for real.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
we be in
For
our
sure.
head a lot, type shit.
No,
and
but
that's
I,
very true.
but I did know Nashville to be like a hub because I'm not from here either. I'm from Indianapolis, but I moved
Okay.
down here. So yeah, no, it's definitely that's what I try to tell him at times, like, because we were just on Music Row and he was like,
Yeah.
we're like looking at Warner. I'm like, yeah, dude, like,
So why
yes,
didn't I
man.
know about this?
Like, because it's just like because everybody thinks it's country. If you're not interested in country, you don't look into it. But these offices are these offices. So
And this is why we made this platform to show people it's not just like country music. There's a real hip hop scene and alternative and pop. Like, it's not only country.
Yeah, that's great.
So I appreciate what y'all doing as bringing that, because I'm a guy that like I said off camera, like I was raised on Wu-Tang. I love collaborative work, and so seeing that where we're in such a selfish space right now in music, period, where everybody wants to be the star, like y'all putting it like y'all backs together and shooting shit, like for a lack
I
of
mean, no doubt. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we started doing this thing with our boy Evan. He's got we have a collective called Starving Artists.
okay,
It's all of us. It's me and Idealist and Evan and our boy Jordan.
okay,
And all of us together, man. We're too
Voltron.
powerful. I mean, you know, Evan and Jordan produce, do photography, do videography. You know, we just do our thing.
yeah,
Evan also raps, but
yeah,
I mean, man, that's just how it is. Like you have to be able to work as a team, and we realized that early on. It's not like, especially with me, like I was by myself for a while. Then I met Evan. Then I met him, and it's like I'm not gonna be able to do this on my own.
yeah,
No way.
yeah,
no way, because I'm gonna need a producer.
Mm-hmm.
I need all these things, and I realized that and here we are working as a team, no matter what.
So
But-
when y'all do the back and forth rap, is this stuff? Is this where y'all like are in the studio creating this? Are you writing and like you write 8 bars and he writes 8 bars and y'all send it back and forth, or how does that work?
There's sometimes it'll be just sporadically in the studio,
Tell
but
them
there's
about back again, like how that went down.
well, that was 2 writing sessions at our engineer's house. Yeah, it was like 2 writing sessions.
And one of yours, yeah.
Yeah, and one at mine, and we were just like, there was a part where we were stumped on the beat, like we were just stumped, like what we were gonna do, because it had like a weird break in and out, and you're just like, damn, like I wonder what type of flow we could try to choose off of that, and we were like, and so he said something on it, and I was like, da 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 da, da, and he was like, oh shit, yeah, that works, and then he said something, then I said something, and we were like, yo, that's it, that's where it's at.
Yeah,
And so like that back and forth thing, it's honestly, it's really fun for us just because it's not really used anymore nowadays.
Right, exactly.
A lot of people don't do that stuff anymore, like they used to with like Mobb Deep or
Yeah,
Wu-Tang
Styles
and
P
stuff,
and shit, yeah.
And people don't really get it, but then they see it live and they're like, oh shit. And
Yeah.
you're like constantly watching people turn their heads trying to figure out what's going to be next or
Yeah.
who's going to be next type thing.
Yep.
So,
I mean,
And you
I compare us to like EPMD a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
I've studied up on a lot of the old hip hop duos.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
know,
what's-
whenever the last best duo I can think of was probably Outkast, most recently.
Yeah, I was gonna say there haven't been too many duos as of late. I will say, I know you say Outkast, but I love Ray Shrimmer. I know that's
Okay,
probably like
fair enough.
corny,
Fair enough.
but
Fair enough.
hey, that shit is.
hey,
that
bro,
shit
he
is
had
lit.
bops though. He had bops.
They had
hits.
bops,
He
my
had
guy.
hits.
but that's like hits though, like
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's not like they're hip hop, but like
in our modern time.
Yeah.
I know.
but we hip hop.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
I got you.
We doing our thing, and we're just trying to be the closest thing to those guys. Bringing hip hop back, not just to Nashville or bringing it to Nashville, but bringing it back in general. There's a lot of music that people just do, just to do it. They don't do it for the art. We just had this conversation earlier on the phone.
Yeah.
You know, they just do it. They don't do it just because they love the art or love it.
Just for money.
Man, we really want to bring back lyricism.
Yep.
We want people to just be like, listen to our songs and then all of a sudden have to pause it and be like, what the fuck did he say? And rewind it. You know, I want that type of shit. I like that type of shit. Don't get me wrong, the hits are cool. That's just like that song Champions, you know, that we played that night.
Yeah.
It's a hit. That's all it is. It's just a hit. It's something we made in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's something fun to do. You know, get the crowd live. But you know, I want lyricism. I want people to sit there and think. I want to, you know, connect with somebody.
Yeah.
That's kind of the goal in music, is just connect with people. You know, make people feel like they ain't alone with certain situations.
You don't go to an art gallery and just look like, oh, that's cool, and then go to the next one. Oh, that's cool. You know, you go to an art gallery to really take it all in at once.
Yeah, to like paint a picture in your own head what it means to you type shit.
Like
exactly.
kind of put yourself in that position of the artist and going, man, like how did they get to that point?
Yeah.
And that's how we want to do.
And that's like you talking about lyrics, I feel like that's happening a lot in the game right now, currently, because everybody's dissecting Kendrick Lamar's lyrics, Drake's lyrics. Who y'all fucking with this beef right now?
Bro, I fuck with Kendrick, like on some real dog. I ain't gonna lie, I don't really like Drake. The only reason is because of Hotline Bling. That really took me off of him,
Word?
dog. Ever since
that took
song,
you off. I
yeah,
thought Hotline
like,
Bling put you on. I was gonna
no,
be like,
hell
what
no,
the fuck?
hell
He
no.
said, no,
Okay.
Nah, bro. I was there from the Take Care album. Don't worry, bro. I was there.
Okay.
I was there, bro. I remember him on Degrassi. You know what I'm saying? Like, but nah, like I feel like for real, like if you're looking at lyricism, dog, it's Kendrick. It's real Kendrick. But like, don't get me wrong, Drake's still the top at his game because he's fucking Drake. You know, he's a multi-million-dollar artist. He does what he does, and that's fantastic. But if you gonna beef and you gonna battle, dog, you better come with some ammunition. Like you need some real hidden things, bro.
Yeah.
You can't just rap some bullshit and think it's gonna work. You know?
Yeah, everything they said Kendrick couldn't do, here he is.
Yeah.
Did it, yeah.
They're
Put it on
like,
display.
You know, like J. Cole said in his little diss, he was like, you know, he dropping a track every 30 months or something, or he's dropping a verse every 30 months or something.
Yeah.
And here he is dropping back to back to back to back. And you're going, okay, you know, this guy can keep up no matter what.
Yep.
Yeah. He had them motherfuckers on deck too.
Oh, God. I told you. I told everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
I mean, I feel like he's just standing in the studio right now, just waiting for Drake to say something.
I seen a video of this one guy. He does like skits, and he had like the lights low, and he just at the computer like, and his people are telling him like, "Oh, Drake." He said, "I know," and just starts recording and shit. But so now that we in this space, like you guys are doing like these events, you're performing, you're taking the risk. Do you travel outside of the state to perform yet?
We want to.
We want to.
Yeah.
It's hard right now, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
because music right now ain't paying the bills. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's still a dream.
Yeah.
You know, but dreams can become reality. You know,
sure.
It's only a matter of time. As long as you work at something, you'll achieve it. You know. And that's who I am as an artist, just because, you know, my name's Idealist. You know, an idealistic person is somebody who believes they can do whatever they want. You know, I'm going to do what I want. I just got to be a realistic person, too.
Yeah.
And that's where the realists come into play.
See, what people got to understand is, you know, yeah, in some sense we are the same, but we're two different people living two different lives. You know, I tell people all the time that we don't listen to the same music. Like, I'll hop in a car and listen to Eminem or Mobb Deep.
Yeah.
He'll hop in a car and listen to that Mexican OT or Big X Plug.
Yeah.
You know, we're two different people.
Or Zero. I'm listening to Zero right
Okay,
now.
fair enough.
That's on my
you know,
daily right now.
I mean, this guy's got, you know, a wife and 3 kids. You know,
Dope.
2 and 1 on the way. Calm down.
Okay.
Calm down.
One on the way.
It ain't even.
But you know, I don't have a girlfriend, no kids, or no nothing. You know.
So you be fucking mad bitches then.
That's what's
I already
going down.
know.
That's going down.
He gets the hose. I already know it.
Somebody's got to live this right.
Yeah, right. There you go. There you go. There you
You
go.
taking the hit?
Oh, God.
Somebody got to.
Somebody got to.
Oh my gosh. So with having kids and a wife, how do you maneuver in this game? Like you said, it's difficult to get outside. Like how do you like still maneuver to be in this game?
Man, I'll be real. It's my wife, dog. It's my wife. You know, you find yourself a woman that actually is inspired by what you do and actually feels that you can do this.
Yeah.
She'll do anything for you to help you.
She's so supportive.
Like she actually bought me my first studio, my first in-home studio when we first got our own place.
I helped him set it up and everything when the call came in.
Wow.
Man,
Shout out to your wife having
Bro,
money.
yeah. Hey, I love you.
Absolutely.
I love you.
Shit, that's
You want to
hard.
tell him about the foam in the bathtub? The foam? That we put
Oh my God,
Bro,
bro.
this
That was
phone
the
that we got.
longest 6
Please
hours,
explain it,
dog.
because how he said it
Yeah.
sound like some Diddy shit.
Yeah, right. No, pause, cuz pause. But nah, so like y'all know acoustic foam that goes in studios, yeah. So we had just taken the shelf out of the closet, you know, put LED lights around the whole thing, and that foam came in like a vacuum sealed bag, and it said you can either just open it and leave it for 45 minutes to an hour and it'll expand, or you can put it in water and 5 minutes later it's good to go.
I said, you got a bathtub, don't
I was like, I got a bathtub. Let's just throw that shit in there, bro. We was in there throwing foam in there at like 2 a.m. in the fucking morning.
I got a video of him wringing them out.
Bro, just bringing that shit.
Did it work though?
Dude, it worked. It worked great. It worked great. We hung them up. No, we didn't. That bitch was dry.
I was gonna say, how long did it take to dry? Because it's like, you could have just waited the 45 minutes.
Yeah, at that point, after we got done, I won't lie, we looked at each other and was like, next time,
we'll just wait.
Let's just fucking wait the hour. So,
cause I know what you're talking about. Cause I had the same situation where I had to open it. I was just like, well, I'm gonna just wait for these mugs but I didn't see the water thing, so that's interesting. Cause I probably would have damn near did the same shit, just being excited, like, oh, I want to get this shit up right now.
Yeah, it was a fucking night. I'll be real.
It was a nightmare, really.
It really was.
Because after the fact, I was like, well, how are we gonna put them on the wall?
They're wet.
And I was like, well, we got some Gorilla Glue adhesive spray. And we sat there and sprayed. So no, we had wet hands, pause. And then we had sticky hands, more pause.
More pause, yeah. That's definitely a lot of Diddy activity.
And then just touching the foam.
Bro, and then the worst part is it's a fucking closet that we're putting all this in.
Yeah.
And so you're spraying that shit on the walls, bro, and you're going in there and putting it on there, bro. Swear to God, we were huffing fumes for a while. Had to open the fucking window going, dude, I'm going to get fucking just no brain cells after we're done. Like,
that's hilarious.
So,
oh my God. Pass out and stick to the wall.
Yeah, for real, dog.
Bro.
Do you still use that space?
Yeah, still to this day.
Dope.
But I actually took down the entire closet just because I had my second kid, so we needed the more closet space and stuff. But I still have a studio area, and I bought a foam like container basically for the microphone, so it captures more condensing and all that type of stuff.
I mean, we bounce around to different studios too.
Yeah,
we record with Evan and Jordan and anywhere really.
Yeah.
We can.
Yeah. On some real shit, bro.
Yeah.
Anywhere that we can get together just to fucking record.
We always just like being together recording. Like, we don't like to be like, all right, bro, record your verse, send it to me.
Right.
I'll send mine and send it to you, and then we'll send it to Evan to pair it up. Like, we just like being like, because we just feed off each other.
Right, you get that vibe.
You get all three of us in the studio. Evan's like, oh, try it this way. And try it that way. Then Ideals will be like, hey, try it this way. And we're just learning as we're going. And that's how we get better and better.
Yeah.
Bro, you find out real quick who your real homies are when you're in the studio, bro. I'll be 100% real. Because sometimes you say some dumb shit, and then you got to have some real homies to be like,
no.
You talking about Cash?
No, I'm talking about Cash. But at the same time, that's like some Lil Yachty shit, you know what I mean?
She
blew my dick like a cello.
Okay.
That's all crazy. I've got to say, dog. Lil Yachty said that on a legit song, and everyone in that room went, yeah, that's great, guys, that's great. I'm like, dog, he doesn't even know what a cello is.
You don't blow a cello.
Are you gonna tell them the story about Cash?
Oh man,
I got to?
No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Okay, so what he's referring to is we in the studio, and we had this nice studio.
Gnome Studios
in Nashville, and we went in and we were recording a song, and our boy Cash Mercury, he goes in, he's like, all right, I think I got my part written, and he goes in there, I don't remember like exactly what he said, but he said something like, I'm killing these rappers, or I'm smoking these rappers like some guinea pigs. And we were like, we all looked at each other, and we didn't say nothing for a minute. And we were like, I said, and was it you?
I literally went, bro, did you say guinea pig?
And he goes, I said, what are you talking about? I said, hold up. And I already had my phone out with the picture, bro, and I put it against the glass. He just started dying in the booth. And all
Hold on, what was he trying to say?
Bro, he thought guinea pig was like a type of pig. Like a legit pig, like how you smoke pig and get smoked pork. And I was like, I get where your head was at, but you a dumbass for not knowing that's a little furry pet, dog. Like, what?
That is hilarious.
Bro, we still ain't let him go with that shit for sure.
You talking about G-Force or something, bro? Like, what are you talking about?
Nah, you can't let that one go, bro.
Oh man, yeah, guinea pigs is crazy. I really even the pig bar went over my head real quick.
Yeah.
Until you said it, and you was like, he's thinking of a real pig, and I'm like,
Okay.
Well, how does that still make sense? But but that would have been hard if he knew a guinea pig was this small.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what made it is I already had the image pulled up. I said, no, I got it. And I put it against the glass, bro. And he had no idea.
That's funny.
He goes, oh.
That's hilarious.
Dumbass.
Come on now.
That's hilarious.
That's funny.
So he basically like tried to use it as like a filler because if he would have just said pig, it wouldn't have been long enough to like fit that bar.
Yeah, and that's what people don't understand about rap music is, bro, it's a lot harder. You know, it's not like, you know, I get it for like, you know, any other genre, you got to sing. And like, you actually have to know how to sing, bro. Right. But like with rap, you got to know what the hell you're saying at all times. And you have to make it consistent and cohesive and make it sound so beautiful with the flow. And at the same time, you go to a next section and you're like, and switch the flow immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and don't get it messed up. Like, we're not disrespecting Cash Mercury in any way. Dude is hard. And, you know, that's just our friend group.
Yeah.
We're very, like, sarcastic to each other.
Yeah. No, and that's how it is. That means that you guys are comfortable with each other, like, to not feel like you're offending someone type shit. Yeah. Like, no, and that's a good way to build a team because that's what, you know, we do here. Like, it's like you got something to say, you just say it. Like,
facts.
Don't wait to say it when you're around somebody else.
Yeah, they tell me I'm unfiltered quite a bit.
Yeah,
stuff will just, you know, slip out of my mind.
That's the best way to be. What was your first record you recorded, and were you like, was it ass or you were like, yo, we taking it there?
I mean, the very first record ever?
Yeah. Like your first time in the studio.
Yeah. I don't even know where that. I don't even think I know where that thing's at anymore.
Yeah,
it's on Apple Music.
I mean,
I listen to it daily.
I listen to it daily.
Okay, like the first one I ever did, I don't know where it's at, but like the first one ever released, it's on all platforms, and yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not the best thing, but you know, I've spent countless hours just like in coffee shops, like with my my AirPods in, just listening and studying and understanding where rhymes are landing and such. You know, I've listened to everybody and trying to understand. So you know, it not only helps me, but helps everybody in my team.
Yeah.
To understand because I'm like, he'll call me a lot and be like, man, I just wrote this down. He's like, what do you think? And he'll say something. I'm like, why don't you try putting this here? And then that will prompt with this, and et cetera.
Right.
Throughout the whole thing. And it sounds better as he's rapping it. It sounds like he's flowing better. So, you know, like it's helping everybody out. But basically what I'm saying is I come a long way from that record.
For sure. And that's what it takes. It's not like you made it and was like, well, that's it. Like you wanted to perfect your craft to say, this is what I want to do. So I'm going to make sure I'm in that pocket. Yep. Type shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've made other tracks after that, you know, individually. And then we did the Bro Bash with all of us. And then after that, we started doing this, and it's been nonstop.
Dope. Yeah, man. So Murfreesboro in Houston, Texas, in Nashville. You live in Nashville?
I live in Smyrna.
Smyrna? Okay.
I live about 45 minutes from Murfreesboro. I live in a town called Chapel Hill.
Okay.
Out in the sticks.
Yeah. I hosted like this little flag football thing with all my friends, and they come out there and like, where the hell are we at?
Bro, I swear, if I'd have heard a banjo, I'd have been dipping, you know what I'm saying?
Me too, honestly. I don't hear that. I just hear the train by the house.
My fault.
Hey, bro, we got trains in Smyrna. We got trains in Murfreesboro.
That's a fact.
Trains all over the place.
A random banjo player?
I went to fucking Atlanta yesterday, and they still have fucking trolleys on the wire, like driving through downtown. Like,
ain't no way down.
Yeah, bro, that's a real thing.
Yeah.
Huh. I was like, what the fuck?
You ain't been to Chicago, huh?
I haven't been to Chicago. I went to Atlanta a couple of times, but I've never been like downtown Atlanta. Bro, that shit is old school. They even still got the old school taxis parked up and shit. Like,
yeah, it's country.
It's crazy.
This country.
Yeah, man. So what's a record? What's a record y'all got out right now that y'all looking to like, you know, take to? Y'all feel like, yo, we gotta make this shit go.
And we got a few, honestly, that we're still working on right now. I mean, we got like four songs out on all platforms.
I mean, not to sound biased or nothing, but I think everything we've ever dropped is just
everyone is ready to go.
You know, like it's just it doesn't disappoint every time.
Yeah,
it just gets better and better because you know we didn't come up with another new track we did Champions for so long, and then we did Back Again, and people were like, "What the fuck?" Like, how did they do it again?
Yeah.
And then we got all these other tracks we've been working on, and we'll just listen to them like just to ourselves. I'm like, man, this shit is hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, how do we do this? You know?
Yeah.
It's crazy, but
yeah, we went on this whole like, I had nothing but free time. I just like quit my job not too long ago, before I got my new job, And I was sitting at the house just bored all the time. I just kept listening to beats over and over and over. And I started making some songs. And I'd send it to him, and he'd be like, "Oh no, I'm fucking with that one."
Yeah.
And then like we've got a song just about for any type of like emotion, damn near.
Yeah.
You know, we got one coming that's probably gonna be our latest drop called "Alone." And the whole theme of it is just like losing people that you love in your life, and basically asking them, "Why'd you leave me alone? Like, why'd you leave me here all alone? Why do I got to figure out life without you?" type shit.
That's hard. And that's something that's coming out. It's not out yet.
No, it's not out yet. It's coming. We're still in the works with it. I think we got one more studio session and then mix and mastering, and then it'll be done.
That's dope.
But yeah, we've been working hard on that one. It's gonna touch some heartstrings just because, you know, the way we talk in our normal, you know, music. You know, we're hard. You know, I'm gonna be real. We hard. I ain't no acting. You know, I'm gonna be real with people. You know, you can test me if you want to, but you ain't gonna like the outcome type shit. You know, you know that's like that Houston type of mentality.
Right.
You know, we don't give a fuck. You know, I either lose a fight or I win a fight. It's that simple.
Yep.
But you know, in music, you got to let your guard down a few times. You got to let people see who you really are and like your life experiences, and you know, get to know the actual you instead of just being like, "Nah, he's scary." You know what I mean? Type shit. So,
that's right. So, now that y'all got all this going on, let the people know where they can follow you, where they can listen, where they can book y'all, where they can, you know, for the bitches, if you know, let them know, like, yo.
No, he's right.
Let the bitches know where they can find you and shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can. All the bitches. You can find us at the official realist _ on Instagram. You can DM us to do whatever. We respond to everything on there. So
Dope.
we're very responsive. And
For booking, that's the email.
yeah, our email, what is it? It's the number 2 realist@gmail.com. So
Dope.
for booking. But we did an interview. I forgot who it was. We did an interview with some magazine recently, and you know we were talking about people. I just want to say this, that if anybody sees us out and about, don't be afraid to come up to us. Like, you know, we probably look intimidating, especially coming off that stage.
Yeah.
But we're some of the nicest dudes you'll ever meet. So
Yeah, y'all look like security.
Yeah.
Y'all look like y'all the security.
The bouncers.
Man, I got security on me because, like I said, I'm from Houston, Texas, dog. I keep it on me, you know what I'm saying?
I told you,
bro. That's just like fucking. What was his name? Pop Smoke always say, you know, I got it on me. I got it on me. Don't try.
Like John Wick.
Nah, that's how it gotta be.
God.
But I appreciate y'all coming through, man. I definitely enjoyed like learning more about y'all. We definitely gonna be tapped in, man. Swayze, this was Swayze's first time co-hosting.
Yeah.
Did a great job.
We gonna
Appreciate it. Yeah, not too much, but you know, taking it all in stride.
So yeah, man. Everybody that's tuning in right now, make sure you're in here every weekend. And one thing I want to tell you about home studios is there's a membership-based home place where you can have access to 2 studios, state-of-the-art studios, anytime you want. You just book it. And there's a live event space right there. We threw our showcase in there, which we have another one, and I'll let y'all know about that.
Oh, yeah.
Sold it out. Packed place. We had to turn people around at the door.
Oh,
and
wow.
you can use that here if you're a fucking member. So just let y'all know, motherfuckers got to tap in. It's the best collaborative shit. You walk into producers that won Grammys in here. Like, you don't never know who you're going to walk to. But
dope space.
That's my spiel about home. But make sure y'all tune in, subscribe, and make sure if you are a freaky ass bitch, make sure you hit up my man RT3. He'll give you the D.
Something like that.
Let's go.